I tend to get dreams of curious visitors that decide to have fun at my expense. The key is to not get personal, and embrace the experience. I don't really find why this happens, I'm not that interesting. 24 Moon 2025. Be me. Endless heavenly environment of pure white and lush green foliage. Everything is artificial, even the people. They're very lifelike, only real differentiating factor is the lack of flaws. Beauty lacks any meaningful comparison. They're designed like that after all. A contagion envelops this heavenly place. Causes the pure artificial beings to experience a death of purity. Their minds are intact but their bodies are no longer theirs to control. It spreads mindlessly and virulently purely through extended proximity to one another. Nearly all of the area is tainted and corrupted. Run to a safe haven. It's not safe for long. One of the pure brings along their old mother. The mother is tainted. Well-intentioned but the safe haven is doomed. Artificial. Person next to me is enveloped in the contagion. Watch her lose control of her body, except for a terrified face. She grasps my arms out of her control. Toss her body over the railings of the top floor. Her grasp is surprisingly weak, as if she wants to let go. I'm sorry, she cries hopelessly. Stare back solemnly and prepare to kick her off the railing. Don't be. I wake up shortly after, notice I'm hypnopompically hallucinating, so I fall back asleep. Realize someone caused that dream. This entity is rather happy to have experienced that. It's not hostile. So, what did you intend on showing me there? I ask curiously. I thought you'd be totally into it, it answers enthusiastically, and conceptually, in a feminine voice. I can pick up this entity is feminine spirit, pretty young, and never experienced a mortal life before. She has a romanticized ideal of what suffering and torment brings about, lacking first-hand experience. I admit, I was engaged in a dream. Very much totally. Be me playing Red Dead Redemption 2. In that pocket of gaming where I've started a negative feedback loop. Zero ready access dopamine, video loop no longer novel but still simulating so can't fall asleep. Fucking around in Blackwater. Bar fights, alleyway robbing, shopping. Start pretending to be NPC. Mostly just walk around greeting NPCs and watching them interact. Get on trolley and sit down. Woman NPC is already on trolley. She gives me the side eye as I get on. I sit down in front of her on the opposite side. Trolley takes off. Game lets you carry consumables and there are animations for using them. The remnants of whatever you've consumed will either smash on the ground or become a permanent object. In third person so I'm able to swing perspective around so I can see my character's face and the snotty lady NPC, seems unbothered. Start eating, drinking and smoking everything I have. Trolley floor filling up with empty whiskey bottle and bean cans, dozens of half-smoked cigars. Lady NPC become visibly more and more worried, eyes darting back and forth, even flinches when my unsmashed empties roll onto her feet. Real me can't believe the level of detail in the unscripted scenario. Lady NPC is looking at my character with expressions of absolute distaste. Switch to FPV and turn my character to face this snotty bitch. Lady NPC is now looking out the window of the trolley but I can see her side-eyeing my character. Absolutely certain I have some Westworld-like scenario on my hands. NPC reactions seem too real. NPC is likely sentient. Must collect evidence. Make my character stand. Stagger back to same row as Lady NPC, sit across the aisle from her. NPC visible shaken. Trolley stops. This NPC gets off. We've been riding around for 30 to 40 minutes RT and done 2 loops of the track. MFW the bitch stands on the sidewalk and stares me down as the trolley leaves. I felt like I was dealing with a soul, something real actually exists in there. Sup/X/ any of you guys have had a spooky encounter or some straight up weird shit happen to you guys at a park? Be me 2 years ago. Meeting someone at Griffith Park by the carousel parking near the old abandoned zoo. Around 7 p.m. It is dark as fuck with the exception of lights near the parking lot. Have to take me no piss. Floodgates are about to burst. GIF. Go into restroom near road. Get into restroom and take piss. All the while I get this feeling that I'm being stared down. Cannot shake feeling. Finish up and go out quickly. Notice a tree near the carousel, a patch of blackness that lingers on the branches. Remember immediately that there was an apparent suicide. There was a woman that hung herself and burned while she was hung. Legs turn into jelly and cannot run away. Look at this shadow outline flow down the branches and linger below. Aw fuck this shit.jpg. Say fuck this and snap out of shock. Fucking run back to my car and start it. Floor it out of there. On my way out I try to rationalize what I saw. A trick of the light or maybe an animal? Could not explain what I saw. I'd brothers I'll go back there during daytime where there are witnesses because fuck that noise going back there after dark. LMAO. I got a couple of more stories regarding that park. Be an idealist, anti-materialist throughout my entire life. Never care about my physical health. Be completely healthy. Never get sick. Never seen a doctor in my life. I become a materialist and start caring too much about physical health. Get a hernia. Hair starts falling. Get aneurysm. Get back pain. Get myopia. Nail become fragile and brittle. Injure my feet so badly. Get heart palpitation. Injure my neck and it stays swollen. Digestive issues. Body basically falling apart for some reason. The seasonal flu basically almost kills me now. Every time I try to address one health issue, another pops up. Almost as if God is trolling me. I didn't change anything in my life. Is God trying to tell me something? Be created in God's image. Endless bliss, limitless light, conditionless love, deep peace, everlasting joy, forever one with eternal Creator, yada yada etc. Life is good. Suddenly get an idea. What would it be like if I was not one with everything? LMAO, let's try. Imagine myself as an entity separate to everything, a stranger in the universe. See myself as limited, physical, mortal, restless, selfish, fearful, combative, inept, weak, impotent, wrong, broken, incomplete, etc. etc. Become the antithesis to God. Oh fuck. Thayflofsatan.gif. Made in His image, so everything I believe becomes true in my experience. Through fearful eyes, see God, the perfect and infinite image of peace and love, as an angry tyrant. Set up a religion to appease Him. Constantly afraid of being found out by God to be the image of evil. Try to hide self behind endless stream of thoughts. Life is suffering. MFW. I lowered myself into hell. Captcha PR2A. I see, just lights? Same. I would have immediately bailed too. Haha. Post my second story. Thread's gonna die so might as well lol. Be me hiking with my sister and parents at 5 a.m. at Griffith Park. Hiking up west over tunnel overpass. Get to around half a mile in. Walking with sister. Hear crying down below on a road that's closed off. There's around 5 people crying. Sounds sorrowful. Both of us get creeped out and pick up to the pace. Ask parents if they heard anything. Told they didn't hear it. I saw a dead man walk past my bathroom door as I was taking a shit, and Jesus exorcised him away. Be me, kid. Taking a shit, bathroom door open because I don't care, I'm 6. A tall, pale young man slowly shuffles past the door frame, through the hallway, going from the foyer to my bedroom. Mom, there's a man downstairs. Parents just shout, who is it? Scared literally shitless, where am I meant to go? I'm in the middle of something. No reply from said man. My mom walks from the kitchen into the hallway. I'm gesticulating from the toilet seat that a man walked into my room. Nobody's here? No talk of overactive imagination or that I'm lying, just a worried facial expression. Years later, my parents confirmed the story. They never saw him, but they'd hear footsteps pacing the hallway at night. The house's previous owners had an 18-year-old son who died in a car crash. After, they'd hear a car roll up the driveway, gravel crunching under footsteps toward the foyer, but whenever they'd look through the window, nobody was there. There was also always a spot in the corner of the room our dogs would go crazy and bark at for no reason. Eventually, the footsteps, all of it, dissipated in my early teens. Maybe years of furious jerking in that room drove him off. I'd haunt elsewhere too. But I have a theory, this is more mystical, that because I curiously started praying the Jesus prayer as a spiritually curious teen in my room, I sort of exorcised it. I just remember reading on forums that meditation could get you naturally high or something, and the ancient Orthodox Jesus prayer was sort of like that. The first time I tried it, repeating the mantra Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on me, a sinner, for like 10 minutes, I felt this great, warm, glowing presence in my room. And afterwards a deep sense of peace. And thinking back, I think it was around that time the ghost shit stopped. Leave me, start SR. Stopped counting but over 100 days in. Become so magnetic. A 78-year-old grandma invited me over asking to help her set up a new phone. I'm skeptical since I've had other interactions with her in public, but since she's old I offer to help. I drive to her place after work and she just talks about lots of other stuff and then says the phone guy said she needs an electrician to run a new cable anyway. So we can't even set it up, and she knew that? So instead she just shows me her house and things, and later when I'm going to leave she tries to kiss me and keeps rubbing up my arms. Fairly certain she is trying to fuck me. Can 78-year-old even fuck anymore? Also, I'm in my 20s. I delay enough that she gets tired and says she needs to be up early tomorrow morning, but she will invite me over again to stay the night. She literally has one bed, nowhere else to sleep. I change the topic and just talk about her garden. She then goes on a tangent about her garden and I escape and drive home. WTF going on, brothers?